May 24th. I am mikO Tolliver on the deck. Like, I'm literally here on the deck at KPFA. Always remember that. I'm getting ready to give you your weekly recap. Oh. It's let me change that. It says that our recap is actually the 17th. I'm gonna fix that. It's actually the 24th. It's correct on everything else except for here. That's all right. They can't all be winners. Except I'm a winner. So here we go. Wait, look. Fixed it. Oh, weekly recap, May 24th, 2022. All right, let's talk about everything that happened here at KPFA. I'm going to give you the recap of the week. That means info on shows, interviews, everything that happened around KPFA, just in case you missed it. All right. And remember, I'm here on the deck at KPFA, hanging out. I'm the social media social media representative. My name is mikO Tolliver. You guys have probably seen me doing the monthly announcements. Sometimes you hear me pitching on the radio. I just did that last week with Davey D for Hard Knock Radio. That was super, super fun. We're in Fun Drive. Don't forget that. But, basically my job is to encourage more social interaction between all the various factions here at KPFA. And there are 99 shows, so that's a lot. There's a lot. So just trying to encourage you guys all to, know about the other, hang out with the other, interact with the other, and make sure everybody over here knows about everybody here, and everybody over there knows what we're doing over here, right? All right. Not to mention all the behind-the-scenes work that I do with the engineers, manager, and staff, and they help keep the station running. So we want to make sure everybody, you can't communicate too much, but here we are on the deck today, May 24th. I just fixed the label. Everything else is fixed though. And so I'm going to give a recap of the week before, which is Monday, May 16th to Sunday, May 22nd. So that's everything. Hey, did you guys know that the Warriors are up 3-0 in the Western Conference Finals? There's a game tonight. So maybe by the time you're finally watching this, we've pulled out that broom. Huh? We pulled out that broom? All right. So let's go ahead, recap the week. Let's start with Against the Grain, the Taoist Classic. Check this out. Against the Grain, they did the Taoist Classic, Tao Te Ching. Penn professor Paul Golden discusses the Chinese philosophical text Lao Tzu, also known as the Tao Te Ching, which has inspired and intrigued readers for more than 2 millennia. You can check that out on Against the Grain, and also on Against the Grain, because we're doing some special Fun Drive shows for you. We have Noam Chomsky on Power, Wealth, and Inequality. And I believe we had a little bit of something that we've kind of been doing some Noam Chomsky a couple weeks now. It's kind of good. We got all the up and up, the 401 on Noam. All right. So we've witnessed a seismic shift over the last half century in which an already unequal society became intensely satisfied. I don't even know that word. With wealth and power concentrated in the hands of the very, very few. So under such circumstances, is a democracy possible? That's what Noam's going to talk about. Against the Grain. Have you checked out this show? Check it out. That is on Wednesdays. Monday through Wednesday. Yeah, Monday through Wednesday at noon. And it's hosted by Sasha Lilly and C.S. Song. I hope I said that right. But Against the Grain, great show. Like I said, they did a couple shows last week on Tao Te Ching and another one on Noam Chomsky. So they always have some really, really great information. Check them out. Yes? All right. Moving along. Oh, one of our favorite shows here at KPFA, Upfront. That's right. Upfront had Michael E. Hayden from the SPLC on making sense of the Buffalo mass shooting. Oh, that's right. Remember there was that tragic mass shooting in Buffalo, New York last week, which was perpetrated by an 18-year-old who live streamed his phone. See, this is why I try to encourage, really want to get KPFA into live streaming, because if we have people like that out there trying to live stream like that, even more so, KPFA with the great information that we have, the good work that we're doing in the world needs to get out there. We need to get out there. We need to do that. We need to be a part of this fight. So check that out. Upfront, they have that interview with Michael E. Hayden, and also they had an interview with Kim Kelly. Right? Always a great show, that Upfront. Always, do really have a lot of great local news and stuff like that. They spend time with Kim Kelly. It's an interview, who is a labor journalist for Teen Vogue columnist, and a community organizer whose new book is Fight Like Hell, the Untold History of American Labor. They were on last week, Upfront. Remember that Upfront is a great show. It's in the mornings. It is Monday through Friday. It is hosted by Brian Edwards-Tiegert and Kat Brooks. Mondays, weekday mornings at 7 a.m. And that's for like 2 hours straight, 7 to 9. I know on Fridays it's only 1 hour, but great show. Upfront, weekdays, 7 a.m. Check it out. All right, now here's something I'm super proud of. Hard Knock Radio. And I definitely want to mention this one because they had a great show and they honored Malcolm X on his birthday, which was May 19th, which I also want to send a shout out to my Nana because that was her birthday too. And I found out on that day. But Malcolm X, May 19th, that was his birthday. How come we don't know this? Why don't we? I didn't feel like this was as big as a celebration as it could have been. But leave it to Hard Knock Radio to make sure we get all the good information that we miss out on Davey D. And I was on there pitching with them. So I was actually doing a little bip bip on that show. Super excited. You know, I love that Hard Knock. Davey D. Hard Knock Radio is weekdays, 4 p.m. Weekdays, 4 p.m. with host Davey D. Love Davey D? Yeah, we do too. All right. And then also we had Letters in Politics with Mitch Jeserich. Mitch is so great. And this time he had on the pastor who defied the Nazis. Guest Michael D. Hakanos is the Harriet Johnson Toadvine 1956 professor in 20th century history at Skidmore College. The author of A Church Divided, German Protestants Confront the Nazi Past. And his latest, Then They Came for Me. Wow. That's serious. Some serious stuff. They always got some really, really great stuff though on Mitch. So he always brings it. He always brings the fire on knowledge and information. Mitch Jeserich. Letters and Politics. He is the host of Letters and Politics, which is Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. KPFA. KPFA. Always tune into it. Yeah? All right. Here's another show. We didn't actually mention this show in the last couple of weeks here on the deck, the weekly recap. And remember, I'm here on Tuesdays recapping the week of just shows, things that happened around the station you might have missed. But we have Behind the News. Behind the News had Molly White and Kathleen Belew on the intersections of cryptocurrency and the far right. I actually personally want to check this out because I'm super into cryptocurrency, so I want to know how this is adding more. I need just as much information as I can get on this. But Molly White, keeper of the Web3 is Going Just Great blog on the pointless and scam-ridden world of cryptocurrencies. There are a lot of scams there. I'm going to say that. I'm going to co-sign on that because, like I said, I'm heavy into the cryptocurrency, and I do have to watch out for that. And Kathleen Belew, a scholar of white power on that Movements, Obsession, and Unusual Organization rebroadcast. And this interview last week was a rebroadcast of an October 2020 interview. But come check that out. That was a special fundraising show on Behind the News. Behind the News is with host Doug Hinwood. And that's Thursdays at noon. You can check that out? All right, good. All right, and then on Friday, we always have our super great show at 8 a.m. That's A Rude Awakening. They had, this time, host Sabrina Jacobs had Amy Westervelt on Chevron's recycling claims. That's interesting. What are they claiming over there at Chevron? On A Rude Awakening, Sabrina Jacobs had an interview with the investigative award-winning climate reporter Amy Westervelt on her latest piece in The Guardian entitled Exxon Doubles Down on Advanced Recycling Claims That Yield Few Results. You know what? And I'm gonna trust that's a good one because I know that Sabrina Jacobs is on it. She's gonna make sure if that's really happening. So remember, A Rude Awakening, Fridays at 8 a.m. with host Sabrina Jacobs. Yeah? Okay, good. All right. We also want to take the time to remind you that we're in the Spring Fund Drive. We have a goal of $500,000. I know we're going to make it. But instead of just that, we want to take the time to highlight a donor because KPFA is 100% listener supported. And so we want to highlight James Reed of Hillsboro, Oregon. Ooh, that's somebody not in California. Because remember that KPFA goes out to a third of the state, California. I'm here on the deck in Berkeley at the KPFA radio station. But there are people who listen to us all over. And I've gotten messages as the social media rep. So if you're ever online and you're being like, ooh, I'm going to contact the social media people. I'm the person on that other end going, ooh, somebody just sent us a DM. What do they have to say? So it's pretty cool. We get stuff from people all over, and it seemed like we got a nice donation from James Reed in Hillsboro, Oregon. So thank you, James. And again, like I said, it's Spring Fund Drive. We have a goal of 500,000. We're getting there, but we can get closer. And we want you to remember that for any donation that you make, any size, big or small, $10, $5, $100, $1 million, we're giving out The Politics of Sex. It's a collection of powerful women speakers busting myths and breaking taboos about the reality of women's lives. It features Gloria Steinem, Angela Davis, all kinds of stuff, Eve Ensler, all kinds of things. I'm interested. I love those three ladies. But yeah, check those out. And don't forget, contribute to our Spring Fund Drive. You can go to www.kpfa.org/donate and help us out. Yeah, keep us up here. Make sure that we keep this live stream for you. Remember, I'm here for you Tuesdays. I give you the weekly recap. If you're listening on the radio, you might hear me also giving you a quick little recap of some other shows and interviews that we do throughout the week. So I'm on the radio. I'm here on the live stream. I want you to follow us on social media. Follow it and contact me. Send me a DM. Give us a like. Share our post. We've been posting all kinds of things, updates on the fund drive, different events that we have. In fact, tonight we have Ray Fest, which is going to celebrate Ray Edlund. I know that's not a recap, but next week I will tell you about it because I'm going to be there. So if you come tonight, we can hang out in the present time. And then fast forward to the future, I'll tell you about it again next week. Huh? Sweet? Yeah. All right. But also follow us on Facebook at KPFA 94.1 or Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at KPFA Radio. Do you see that? You see that right there? Follow that. Follow that. That's how you get a hold of us. That's how you support us. Because, we'd like to recognize that some people support with money, and they can, and we love it. Thank you. That's great. Some people, they don't have it right now. It's a tough time. There's a big old rumor that we're about to be in a recession here. So some people can support in other ways, and this is how you can do it. Follow us on social media. Tune into our live streams. Check me out here on Tuesdays with a recap. I'll give you updates. Send me DMs, comment, share our post, like all those things. And remember, I'm here, mikO Tolliver. I'm your social media rep. I'm here Tuesdays, live streaming you updates on this amazing station that I'm having a super dope time, just kind of out here kicking it on the deck. I'm going to get some more people out here to come hang out with me. I'm working on it. But in the meantime, I just have you. Hey. Yeah, it's super sunny out, and that's great. I like that. Now, I'm out here on the deck, but I'm curious what it's going to be like in the fall and the winter when it starts raining and stuff. Oh, it's going to be cold. But that's all right. We're going to still have a good time, and we're going to make it work because I'm here for you Tuesdays. Follow us on social media. KPFA is super dope. Everybody knows that, but some people need to be reminded, right? All right, KPFA Radio, 94.1 FM, www.kpfa.org. I will see you guys next week.